Imagine a life of independence on the open steppe, where freedom and your abilities to fight are the pillars for survival. Cossacks of Eastern Europe were fierce warriors, skilled horsemen, and defenders of their land. This is Warriors Reborn, where in each episode I break down the training, mindset, and nutrition of warrior creeds throughout history and see how their philosophies can be applied to our own regiments.
O Sultan, Turkish devil, secretary to Lucifer himself. You demand our surrender, that we turn our back on a noble Christian king who has given us dominion over the steppes and recognized our power. We give him our horses out of loyalty, for he has honored us. We do not fear him, and we do not fear you.
Cossacks emerged between the 14th and 15th centuries on the steppes of Eastern Europe. They were communities of runaway serfs, adventurers, and rebels living outside the control of neighboring empires. The word Cossack itself comes from the Turkic word free man or adventurer, and funny because freedom was central to their identity. They were organized in military units known as hosts, with communities based along major rivers like the Dnieper and the Don, forming quasi-military societies with democratic councils called Rada, where their leaders, the hetmans and atamans, were elected based on merit and loyalty. This gave Cossacks a unique identity, one that combined freedom, honor, and fighting skill. Now, they were even famous for their skills with weapons, especially the shashka, a curved saber, and the lance. Training involved the usual, practicing techniques with various weapons, including the shashka, the curved saber I was talking about, the lance, rifles, throwing knives, and even whips. They trained with the idea of mastering both long and short range combat, making them formidable and adaptable in all ranges. I've mentioned Hema before, historical European martial arts, perfect for learning to wield the blade and a staple in your training regime. Incorporating drills and sparring so that you can learn the most valuable basics, such as timing and distance control. Renowned as some of history's best cavalrymen, they even originated from a dissolving Mongol empire. The Cossacks trained extensively on horseback. Like this, they mimicked the horse archers of the Mongols by practicing how to shoot, throw lances, throw knives, and cut their enemies down with sabers while riding at extremely high speeds on horseback. This demanding training focused their agility and balance while under dynamic conditions. The Cossacks also trained in hand-to-hand combat, mastering wrestling and their own traditional fist-fighting, kulachki. These drills built strength, resilience, and quick reflexes needed for close combat. Wrestling also helped the Cossacks stay agile and flexible on the battlefield. You see, the strength that wrestlers build is on a completely different scale. It builds a completely different kind of muscle and tendon strength that far surpasses any gym exercise that you're gonna go through. And lucky for you, wrestling can be found in abundance all around the world. Learning how to take someone down and what to do with them on the ground won't just better your combat prowess, but will also make you an immovable object. Cossacks also often relied on one-pot meals such as shulum, a hearty soup with delicious broth, meat and potatoes. Dishes like this provided sustained energy and warmth, crucial for battle, especially in the cold winters of the steppes. Protein-rich stews like this are easy to make and high in dense nutrient calories, absolutely necessary for dealing with cold winters. Building layers of fat will increase insulation, meaning that the Cossacks were better able to survive in moments like, for example, when Napoleon came to invade Russia. Yeah, the Cossacks were around for a while and they dealt with many different enemies over time, such as the Turks coming from down below, the Swedes coming from past Russia, and the French when they decided to make the world their own territory. Porridges made from grains like kulish and tataria were staples for the Cossack diet. Once again, nutrient and calorie dense and very easy to prepare, especially when on the move, providing complex carbs for a slow breakdown of energy throughout the day, keeping them active and ready at all times. One thing that's worth noting is that the average nomad, or even the average person at the time, didn't have the chances to gorge themselves like we do today. When I say carbs in today's day and age, you think gorging yourself on pasta or pizza, but they didn't really have that opportunity. They'd eat after a long day's march or after a long day full of activities. In today's day and age, we'd look to conquer 10,000 steps at the very minimum. I imagine during their time, 10,000 steps was broken at 9 AM. But they also had their own beverages like uzvar, a sort of Eastern European take on beer. These natural minimally processed drinks gave them energy, provided vitamins and nutrients from the dried fruits, helped maintain hydration, and even helped the healthy bacteria in their gut. The Cossacks highly valued their autonomy, usually rebelling against any forces or empires that tried to control them or keep them down. Their democratic form of self-governance and loyalty to their peer-elected leaders fostered a sense of independence and equality. To them, freedom was a way of life, And with that freedom came fierce loyalty to their communities. Communities and cultures that upheld traditional values like honor and courage. Their sense of brotherhood was a powerful bond that helped them fight foes 10 times their size and strength. This is because training with others simply reinforces accountability. It builds mutual support and strengthens a sense of community, which helps to build resilience and loyalty, just like the Cossacks did. They knew that trusting the man beside you put you both on even footing with 6 other men. Here is a Cossack-inspired weekly workout routine focused on agility, strength, endurance, and resilience to reflect their skills in horsemanship, combat, and survival. Each day includes exercises relevant to Cossack training principles. Monday, lower body strength and flexibility. Your focus is on leg strength and mobility. Perform Cossack squats, lunges, and step-ups to build lower body power, flexibility, and balance, essential for horseback riding and agility on rough terrain. On Tuesday, saber and weapon drills. Your focus is on upper body strength and precision. Practice saber or stick drills for control and coordination. Incorporate arm strength exercises like push-ups and shoulder presses to replicate sword and weapon handling. On Wednesday, go for an endurance run or a weighted march. Cardiovascular endurance and stamina is what you're trying to build today. Go for a long distance run, 3 to 5 miles or more to build endurance, followed by a weighted walk or ruck march to simulate carrying equipment on long journeys. On Thursday, hand-to-hand combat and grappling drills. Your focus is on agility, core strength, and combat skill. Engage in grappling drills or partner exercises like bear crawls and defensive stances. Add core exercises like planks and Russian twists to improve stability in combat. Friday is agility and speed. Use an agility ladder, cone drills, or shuttle runs to enhance quickness and maneuverability, essential for dodging attacks and moving quickly in combat. Saturday, horsemanship-inspired functional strength. Your focus is on full body strength and endurance. Practice functional exercises like weighted carries, for example farmer carries, and squats to replicate the physical demands of horseback riding and carrying equipment. Sunday, active recovery and reflection. Performing light stretching or yoga to recover from the week's training is a must. Finish with breathing exercises or meditation to build the mental resilience characteristics of Cossack warriors. The Cossacks teach us that freedom and resilience go hand in hand. Their warrior code emphasized autonomy, honor, and loyalty to each other, understanding that freedom itself is anarchy, and that in order to be free, you have to be strong. Strong enough not to give up what those that think themselves stronger than you want to take. If you enjoyed the video, consider hitting that like, subscribe, and notification bell button in order to get an update for when the latest videos are releasing. And in the comments below, let me know any information that maybe I didn't cover or any other warrior breakdowns through fantasy or history that you'd like me to do. In the meantime, remember, stay free.